Hello, good morning everyone. So this is the last topic of your chapter 4, that is planning. Actually there are two types of plans, that is single use plan and standing plan. So what is a single use plan and what is a standing plan? Single use plan is developed for a one time event or a project, whereas standing plans is used for activities that occur regularly over a period of time. Right, means we can indirectly we can say that single use plans are one time used plan and standing plans are those plans which are used regularly. Right, so there are certain types of plans which are as follows. First one is objective. Objective means these are the end results. Actually we have to set the objective in the initial stage of the organization. In the initial stage means we can say that objective, we have to set the objective in the initial stage of the we can say of the financial year, we can say. Right, so this is the objective. For example, if the organization set the objective that he have to attain he have to increase the sales by 20%, then we can say that this is the objective of the organization. Right, so this is known as objective. We have to set the objective first, then we have to do our efforts in the direction of that objective. So when we have achieved this objective at the end, so objective are known as, or objective are achieved at the end. That's why we can say that these are the end results. Second one is objective are formulated by top level management. Mostly the objectives are formulated by, main objective of the organization is formulated by the top level management. Next is objective are always measurable, because we set our objective that we have to increase our sales by 20%, we want 90% in board examination. So all the objective basically in the quantitative terms, in the numerical terms. So we can say that objectives are measurable. Next is objectives are time bound, means whatever the objective we have planned to achieve, there is a particular time to achieve that objective. For example, we have to increase our sale, we have to increase our 20% sale by the end of this year. So that end of this year is the time period of to achieve that objective. So we can say that objective are the time bound. Next one is strategy. Next type of plan is strategy. A strategy is a comprehensive plan, it is a bigger plan. Strategy means a way to achieve the objective. Right, means it is especially designed to face competitors. We have to establish different type of strategies so that we can face the competitor. Because if you want to launch any new product in the market, then first of all you will have to go through what your competitor is going to launch in the market, what is the price of your competitor, what is the price of the product of your competitor. So these all comes under strategies. So strategies are especially designed to face the competitions. Next is strategies are formulated by the top level management. Obviously it is formulated by the top level management because it is a function of top level management to scan the business environment, identify what the business environment wants from us. So all the strategies, all the objective are decided by the top level management. For example, means what is a strategy? Channel of distribution. Which channel of distribution you will have to adopt, direct channel or indirect channel. Right, demand of the product. What is the demand of the product and how will you how will you make this demand successful, how will you meet that demand according to the customer. Next is how we advertise the product. These all comes under strategies. What is the platform to advertise our product. Right, so these are known as strategies. Next one is policies. Third type of plan is policy. Actually policy is a general statement that guides decision making. Which type of decision we have to take, this is known as policy. Or we can say that policy are established to solve a particular type of situation. Because if we are working in an organization, whether we are working at top level, mid level or low level, we have to face different challenges of in the organization. So to face these challenges, we have to maintain different type of policies for this repetiting nature of situations, or for this repetiting nature of things. So these are the journal statement that guides decision making. Second one is own way of handling problem. Everyone can prepare or establish the policies according to their own way. It is formulated at all levels of management. Top level formulate their own policy, mid level formulate their own policy to interpret the plans and policies formulated by the top level management, and these low level formulate their own policy to get the work done by their workers. So each and every level of management have different policies to get the work done. Next is it provides parameters within which a manager may function. Means once we have decided that this is the policy of our organization, that all the manager of the organization have to do the work according to within that parameter which your organization has decided in the form of policies. For example, the example of policy is not to sell on credit. This is a policy of any organization that we are not going to sell anything on credit. This is a policy. Second one is to give admission who secure more than 85% marks. If you want to get admission in any university, in any college, then we can say that this is a policy of that school, that university, that he will get only those students, he will get the admission of those students who secure more than 85% marks. So these are known as policies. Next one is procedure. Procedure means whatever we done step by step, or in a sequential order, or in a chronological order, we can say, all comes under procedure. Procedure means to do a work according to a particular procedure. Sequential steps means whenever we do any work step by step, this is known as procedure, or in a chronological order to carry out activities, or we can say that it is an exact manner of doing a work. Procedure means exact manner of doing a work. Next is meant for insiders to follow. Procedures are meant for insiders, those who are working inside the organizations. The procedures are meant for those people mainly. Means usually we can say procedures are also for that outsiders also, but especially they are designed for the insiders. So what are the examples of procedure? Procedure of admission in a school, that first of all you will have to go to PRO office to get admission form and all. Then you will have to take the admission date, means your test date, entrance exam test date. After then, whenever you will qualify that exam, on which date your sheets will be displayed on the notice board. Then you will have to purchase the items. If you got admission in that organization, then you will have to purchase different items related to the study. So this is known as procedure. So this is known as procedure. Next one is method. Method and procedure. If we heard these two terms, then we always say that procedure and method are same, but no, it is not so. Method is different from procedure, right? Method, we can say that method is a part of procedure. Procedure is a wider concept in itself, whereas method is a part of procedure. Method is a standardized way of doing a work. If you select any work, means there are number of methods to do a work, then you will have to select the best method in which the cost of production will be less and the output will be more. That standardized way of doing a work is known as method. So it has a limited scope, I told you, than procedure, or it is a step of procedure. So what are the example of method? For providing training to employees, different ways are there. If you want to provide training to your employees, then there are different ways to provide trainings. Like if you want to provide training to the middle level managers, then there are different ways to provide them training. If you want to provide training to lower level managers, then there are different ways to provide the training to lower level managers. Means different methods are there to do a particular work. Next is rule. Rule, as we are very aware with this term, rule means what is to be done or not to be done. For example, in your school, uniform is compulsory. This is the rule. You will have to come school on time. this is a rule, right? So these are certain rules. There is a fine or penalty if rules are not followed strictly. Every organization should follow this. If you are not following the rule of that organization, then the fine or penalty should be there. For example, stop when red light is on. This is the example of traffic. When we are going and suddenly the red light will start pumping, then we will have to stop on that particular spot. So what does it indicate? That red light indicates that you will have to stop on that place at which you are there, right? So this is called rule. For example, you will have to wear gloves while doing the work in any organization. This is the rule. You will have to come to school on time. This is the rule, right? Next one is program. Program means a detailed statement about a project. If you are going to any project, then it is a detailed statement of that particular project. Or we can say that it is a combination of objective, means what is the objective of your program, what are the policies you are going to do with that program, what are the procedure one have to follow with this program, what are the rules if you want to get enter, if you want to take participation in that program. So it is a program is a combination of objectives, policies, procedure, rules, etc. For example, poverty alleviation programs are there, unemployment alleviation programs are there in your country. So poverty alleviation program, in that Manrega was very popular. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Program, in that 100 days employment guarantee should be given to the workers. So the objective behind that, to remove the poverty and unemployment from our country. There are certain policies also in that program, procedure to get enter in that program, what are the rules to do work in such type of Manregas and all. So program means a detailed statement about a project. If any of the organization establish or organize any seminar or workshop anywhere, then there definitely there will be a reason behind that particular program, right? Means to attract number of customers, to attract number of investor in the organization, means number of things are there behind any program, right? So this is program. And the last one is budget. Budget is very simple, as it is presented every year in our country. Budget is a statement of expected result expressed in numerical terms, right? Means what are the expected result? It is a statement of showing that in numerical terms. Budget is always shows in numerical terms. It is for a definite period of time. Budget is always meant for a definite period of time. For example, if you take the example of your family, if your father come by getting his salary, then what he does with your mother, he decide what will be the budget of your home. That small amount should be we will cap this small amount in the bank, we will cap this small amount in the house, we have to give the admission fee, we have to give the annual charges or school fee to for our child. So budget is for a definite period of time. We have to establish the budget for a specific period of time, and it is useful tool of planning and controlling. If you want to plan, then you will have to go through the budget. Means we can say that what will be the expected cash inflows and what can be the expected cash outflows from our organization is known as budget, right? So these are the types of plans. Now planning chapter has been completed. Okay.